It only takes you one time to disrespect me.
So where do you feel like the opportunity for grace comes in?
I feel like grace comes in for certain things. I'll give you grace for bumping into me at the grocery store. I'll give you grace for cutting me off at the red light. Not giving you grace for fucking two bitches after the club. Like,
it's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real and uncomfortable. It's about to get real uncomfortable. Yeah, real and uncomfortable.
Before we go further off the rails, what up, everybody? It's your boy Tez. We back with another episode of Real and Uncomfortable. We appreciate y'all stopping by. To my right, as always, I got the usual suspects. I got Miss Ray Bandz. And of course, we got the one, the only.
Come on, man. Come on.
Eman Musik.
We in the building.
Yes. Behind our proverbial ones and twos, keeping us all together, is our man, the head of Polymath Podcast Network, Mr. G-Lo.
I like Hoodie Tez better than Pastor Tez. Right?
He in his bag, man. Let him be in his bag.
How you say biopic with the fit?
He in his bag.
Got the biopic?
Right.
Well, I appreciate the love. And especially because my boy, J.K. Woe, he's out there in ATL, gifted me with this wonderful on-brand hoodie.
He on brand.
Yes, I'm very on brand.
Come on, man.
Of course... well, this the bottle. The bottle's a little custom gift.
He wants to see the hoodie.
No, he said move the bottle.
Let's see the hoodie. Yeah, let's see the hoodie.
Niggas be alcoholics.
On brand.
For real.
Ooh, I'm on brand, baby. I'm on brand.
Come on.
That's nice.
And then a special thanks to my people at Global Currency.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all.
Shout out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Always love. Yes.
Damn, I got on Fashion Nova.
You good. Fashion Nova, yo, sponsor.
Right.
Come on.
What's up with it? Yo, so we talking about love.
Yeah.
I'll call her a fucking enemy of love and an enemy of her husband. An enemy of love. We gonna say it twice. I'm a double down.
Who you talking about?
You know who he's
Jada
talking
Pinkett
about.
Smith, man. Pinkett Smith, man. I gotta take the Jada Pinkett, man. You going to give her the Smith? You give her the Smith? Because I don't know if I give her the Smith no more.
I don't even know she deserved that, man.
Allegedly, they haven't been married, so call her what you want.
Okay, I want to hear from Ray, from the lady's perspective.
Yes, please.
Like, what is she doing? What is she doing?
Bro, I can't speak for her. That's a villain.
Yo,
I can't speak for her. That's a villain. I don't know what she's doing.
Every angle she tries to like destroy Will.
Bro, there's never a moment where she don't like take an opportunity to take a shot.
But what I can say, which y'all probably not gonna like, but
talk to me.
I feel like when a man tolerates this amount of disrespect to the public, there's something that has been done that we don't know about.
I get that. I think that's an inflammatory statement, but I'll at least give you this. I think that, and
is she saying what I think she's saying?
She's saying a lot, but I'm
not doubling down on it. I'm just saying that's just been history. You can call it what you want. I'll waive it.
But what I'm saying is, every time you stick around when somebody disrespects you in your relationship, are you giving them the green light to continue on?
Yep.
Yes. Continue to do it?
It only takes you one time to disrespect me.
So where do you feel like the opportunity for grace comes in?
I feel like grace comes in for certain things. I'll give you grace for bumping into me at the grocery store. I'll give you grace for cutting me off at the red light. Not giving you grace for fucking two bitches after the club. Like, there is no grace.
Look, I'm not even going to hold you. I fully agree with that. I'm not even going to debate you on that one. I do think that maybe you going a little crazy on my man Will by, putting out there that maybe he's done something catastrophically wrong. There's been rumors. We're not going to dive into those for the sake of slander. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to say this. They have had an unconventional marriage, to say the least.
An open one.
What that entails may have allowed for other elements that people may not have usually invited into their marriages to be in their marriages. And I do think that Jada has taken advantage of the connection and secrecy that they may want to maintain there. Because there's a level of confidence you have to have that this person is not going anywhere, that this person is not going to come for me, that this person is not going to expose me, that this person cannot do me any harm or won't do me any harm, the amount of shots she takes at this man who she says she loves.
So you're trying to say that she saw him do something that is allowing her to just
level of security,
do whatever without impunity.
Absolutely.
But it happens all the time. And I think that this is a form of abuse in relationships.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But the initial, I don't know what to title this person, but the initial person who was in the wrong kind of suffers at the end of the day.
Well,
that's why I feel like when you feel like you've been wrong, it's best just to separate because there's never any true healing being reminded every day that you've been wrong.
So you think that she's torturing Will to make up for whatever wrong the perceived slight was done prior to?
I mean, I honestly don't know. I don't know their history.
No,
This could just be her personality.
I'm just saying that the math that strict line of thought was taken. That was that.
And I wouldn't even call it torturing, but I feel like for me, let's talk about myself.
Mm-hmm.
If I've been wronged by somebody, I have emotional disconnect from them. So the type of loyalty that you received in the beginning, it's not going to be the same. So you might take it as harsh. Like, you get what I mean? Like, if it might be raining outside and I might drive past you.
But that's different because she's like the type to drive past and splash the water
I might do,
on
but
you.
I'm
Like,
saying, you didn't let me finish.
Look.
Super soaked that.
I'll give you this, right? Somebody said this, that the most dangerous type of manipulation is the type of manipulation where somebody does you wrong and then acts as if nothing has happened.
that's evil.
There's a level of mind
Gaslighting?
game with that takes advantage, especially in the realm of a romantic relationship, that takes advantage of the love that person expects from you, the character that they see in you, and what their reality is in terms of the math that doesn't tend to math.
So I 100% agree, but I don't think that she's painting the narrative that she didn't wrong him. I think she's capitalizing off of it, to be quite honest.
She's trying to justify it.
Well,
I don't think she justified it. Like she's saying like I did wrong. They even have been on talk shows together where he gave the narrative. She let him speak and say like, I did this. Yes, I did.
I feel like I sent y'all the video.
So here's my problem with it, right? And I get what you're saying, but I do understand that there's a level of making yourself the martyr takes away from that person's pain. If she came out and said basically, I was willing to be the bad guy and be hated because it would protect Will from whatever perception she thought was going to be harmful.
That sounds like something that you would say.
Why has it got to be a shot for me?
No, I'm just saying in general.
All right, first off, it's very savvy, so maybe. But in the same breath, nah. If literally saying that I cheated on my husband with my son's best friend, but I talked about it to protect my husband is a crazy line of thought.
But if the world found out and she said nothing, it could have easily been a joke situation.
It wasn't?
It was a joke.
He sat down at the red table. He is a meme sitting there like this, staring into the distance, tear running down his cheek as he talks about how his son's best friend was clapping his wife.
Listen, he chose to go on that talk show.
I sent y'all a video where she talks about cheating. The way that she speaks about it, something's wrong with this lady, man.
Kings out there that have been cheated on by their women. Stop making it your fault. Yes, women cheat too. Now, here's the other thing. Sex is one of the strongest forces in the universe that we have to deal with. This is about self-mastery. It's not even about what's going on in a relationship. This is about self-mastery, okay? So if you think just because somebody says they love you, or you think just because they want to be in a relationship with you, that means that that's going to dissolve all their traumas that they come with, you know what I'm saying? And that they're going to know how to deal with their traumas? Nah, people going to mess up. So here's the thing. Make sure you're with someone that is interested in mastering themselves and everything that they come with. And I know that there's a lot of pain that comes with infidelity, but relationships is a spiritual endeavor. My kings out
So
there.
so hear me out
Sure,
here, right?
lack of accountability to the fullest, man.
So all right, and some people will say like, "Oh, but she did own that she cheated." First off, there are certain messages that you don't want from certain messengers. She was not the
not the one
messenger
to
for
deliver
that.
that.
And for you to deliver that, because I've been in certain situations where, hear me out here, right? Somebody wrongs you. I think that it's, yes, you want accountability. I don't want you to simply tell me, "Oh yeah, I did this wrong." And you did nothing after the shit. We both know you did some shit wrong. Like, yes, we understand that fact. But for you to now explain, don't give me no deep ass explanation.
I'm not.
Now you the expert.
Like we all messed up and trauma
fuck
y'all-
every bit of that. You knew what you was doing. And
You knew it was
didn't-
wrong.
And you didn't care how it impacted
At
you.
all.
That's the bigger deal.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
One, we don't know if they didn't have that conversation privately, which I'm sure that they have. But like, she also has a talk show, right? Hear me out before you start hooting and hollering. But she has a talk show, and like any any person who has something that's consecutive or weekly or whatever, and you are in the media, what's the first thing that you have to do? It's address the situation, because you have to protect your brand. It's not just for her, but she owes people money. Like, she's paying for a network to be a part of a network.
Yes.
If she loses views, then that's her ass.
Not good for business.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't really think that it's not logical for her to be able to address that first and foremost when it was all over the media.
All right.
But I think it's how you address it, though.
Exactly.
But
that.
she
I
said
think-
she did
Well,
wrong.
no, but there's certain things, right? Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
There's a level, there's this word that I love, and I'm sorry, G-Lo.
I already know.
It's an SAT word. Apologies. It's called contrition, right? Contrition is an act of deep remorse.
Oh my God, wait. Sorry. Side note, I think we should add this as a segment. You teach the viewers new words.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Every single time, and then G-Lo
gonna have a fucking, he gonna have a fucking conniption.
He
Right.
gonna have that shit, nigga.
And can you
learn
do the
some.
little typewriter
He
thing
gonna
with
learn
the definition?
Damn.
Oh my God, I love that.
All right. So,
Great.
Contrition. Yes.
Contrition.
Yes.
Right? It has to do with remorse. It has to do with a level of ownership, not just of the action, but the emotions around it.
Being
And
genuine.
Genuine. An understanding of not only, it's like where an apology, but true empathy meet. You want to make sure that the person who is apologizing to you not only understands like how it hurt you, but how it makes them look.
How they messed up.
How they messed up, right? Like what it says about their character, what it says about not only the pain that you felt, but how it's changed your reality and your view of them. A lot of people, when it comes to cheating, forget that your person loved you. Your person trusted you. Your person allowed you to come into a space that made them feel completely vulnerable, and you betrayed them. Betrayal is painful because it literally reshapes who they thought you were.
Where was this energy for Meg?
Hold on. First off, I will say this.
You know what? You know what I call that? Hypocritical.
I'll give you this. Because Meg didn't deserve to be cheated on. And I said it, but I glossed over it because
We standing on it.
My point was before that there's a level of people who are with Meg who are talking about her being the prize and whatever. So I got caught off and distracted by that. In the end of the day, if Meg did get cheated on, then Klay Thompson betrayed her trust in the same way that Jada betrayed Will's trust. The idea is that that's never okay. The idea is that, especially in Meg's case, I'll say specifically in Meg's case, Meg entered that situation willing to be a different person, willing to show up differently than she's ever showed up before for anybody. Klay Thompson was the first nice guy she was ever with, and she decided to show up and respect that. So if he disrespected that and betrayed that, he fucked up. You happy?
I'm okay.
All right, dope.
I'm decent.
So what truly matters is the contrition of it all. Jada has gone on a wave. And granted, I like to believe that maybe Will is in on the fact that this is part of her media push. But there's a level of embarrassment that I think it gives an okay to your partner. We asked in one of our previous episodes, when your partner betrays you, when your partner abuses you, when your partner does wrong by you, do you expose them? I think that this is one of those times where it shows that exposing them can be a bad thing.
I personally think, and I'm not victim blaming at all, but I think that Will being in the agreement of joining media with her was going to make him look a certain type of way, as in taking the high road, being whatever. But I think him being in media as a joke definitely changed that narrative for him. It didn't hit well, sit well, whatever.
So it didn't sit well, and I think that what we overlook, right? We can call it the playbook of the abuser. It's really based on survival mode, right? What self-preservation looks like for everybody. And one thing that I think we overlook when it comes to any relationship, friendships, family, anything, nobody wants to be the bad guy, especially not in the public eye. So there's a level of, can I spin this? Can I flip this? Can I omit this thing right here that makes me look bad? And I think Jada has kind of been a fucking master of it. Anytime we look up, yes, there's sympathy for Will, but you understand that there is a certain demographic that she has that will look at that situation, and this is why I get at you, Ray. Not that you're part of the demographic, but I call it a door opener. When you say you already knew this person was like this, to me, you're saying that anything that happens afterwards is excusable in your own fault. What did you expect? And there's a level of ownership of that. If Will thinks that to himself, I get it. But I do think externally, people piling on like that, it's kind of fucked up.
I feel like that's where I disagree. Because I'm not going to buy an apple from the grocery store and trying to turn it into a grape. I know it's a fucking apple. And no matter how I shape it, color it, or cook it, or whatever, it's still going to be a fucking apple.
What does that have to do with Jada Pinkett being the way she is?
But what I'm saying is they've been together for a long time.
For sure.
Right? And to a point where they talked about them having an open marriage.
For sure.
Right? And maybe they didn't discuss boundaries, but obviously having sex with other people was an okay situation. Is the issue the fact that it was his son's friend?
I think the issue was that it got out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think it would have been fine
I'm sure that was a line.
If there wasn't a joke that went.
I feel like it's because they caught feelings.
Well, was it that? Okay. They caught. She said entanglement. Yeah, she called it an entanglement.
She caught.
But here's a problem anyway, is that you're supposed to protect your partner, right? No matter what line it is. And especially if you're both allowing other people into that intimate space. If y'all got something going on and y'all got a third that y'all bring in, the idea is, one, you brought in that third because they can shut the fuck up. Yeah, you like them, but they can shut the fuck up. If y'all gonna do that, the idea is you don't want, we on the weekends, we both do X, Y, Z. You don't want your person's business to get out there.
Bro, I think they've been done for a long time.
I don't disagree with that. But if that be the case, let it go for real. Because at this point, you are literally beating this man over the head. And part of it, excuse me here, Ray, I'm going to give another elbow to the ladies here. Part of that is a lack of understanding about what men feel in terms of respect and emotional vulnerability. What things weigh what, how things are weighted, what's important in the public eye, how things affect them. We talk about a question all the time is, do you let your girl wear this to the club? Why is that even such an issue? Women think that, all it does is take away my freedom to do whatever I want to do, without understanding.
Makes your man look bad.
Makes your man look bad.
But I also think a lot of unhealed women get off. No, hold on. They get off on
attention.
Not attention. On getting the biggest, baddest guy and making him
and minimizing him, right? They want
the beast. They want the guy who's that guy, and try to tame him and make him feel this small. I feel like a lot of
that's how I feel about women. That's how I feel about men.
Okay, no. Hold on, don't discredit, because she's entitled to feel that way.
For sure.
If you feel that way, I definitely want to hear about that.
Yeah.
But I do think that because usually there's a mirror on both sides. There are men who move like that. There are women who move like that.
For sure.
There is a level of ego, narcissism, whereas people do need that. So during my psych studies, looking at a couple of things, there was a book that listed a couple of different personality types. One of them was called a type 7, right? There's type 6, which is self-deprecating. Type 7 was one that lowers those around them so that by virtue of relativity, you feel higher. If I can make you feel small, I'm big, even if I'm 2 inches tall, right? I do think that there's a level of that in both men and women. There is a level of men who conquest for the baddie. To get the baddie, make the baddie do their bidding, get their way with them, and dip. And just in the same way, there's a level of women who get the guy, the big dog, put a leash on him, and then make him live in a doghouse.
Yeah.
C-Tez.
Yeah. You don't agree?
One of my favorite segments to get into. People send me their testimonials, they send me their stories, and we get to weigh in on them. I'm always interested in your takes, Raven.
I'm pretty sure you're writing these yourself.
Wait, Tez, she's probably right, but if people did want to send some in, where can they send
No. I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, I feel like Tez is secretly trying to figure out if he's the asshole.
Sometimes I need to hear somebody else's voice but my own, right?
He said you inspired by Drake so much.
Yo, hey, man.
Crazy.
It's getting icy over here.
Oh, no, for real, if the people want to...
Oh, if you do want to, what's the email? It's realanduncomfortable@gmail.com. Jesus.
Yo, just comment...
Just, yeah.
DM the Instagram.
DM us on Instagram.
The email on their phone?
Send us a DM.
We always want to hear your stories. We've got some really interesting ones over the course of time. And honestly, us being able to weigh in on these things help us connect with you guys even better. I'm sure you
100%.
hear our conversations and you want to throw your hat in the race too. So not only will we take, your testimonials, but we'll take your opinions too. Give us some hot takes. I'll read them.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So I do have one for us right here. Okay.
Let me close my eyes for this one.
Jeez. Am I the asshole for telling off a date because it was treating me like a job interview? I, male, 25, met a woman, 29, on Bumble. We went out yesterday. It's been a few months since we were on a date, since I've been on a date. But to be honest, I just wanted to get back out there, and I was 100%, kind of nervous about this situation. Unfortunately, it felt less like a date and more like she was interviewing me for a position. Throughout the whole date, which was over drinks and dinner, she asked specifics about my job, such as what I do, how much I make, etc. She looked disappointed when I told her that I was at an entry-level position and only working there for a year. Which I don't get why she was shocked, because it's pretty normal for a 24, 25-year-old in Canada, and most graduates here are about 23. My final straw was when she asked how much I make. At that moment, I started laughing in disgust and told her that I think it was time we end this date. I got up, I asked her, but she told me that I should stay. I reminded her that she sounded like an HR department, and I've been in for 5 years. She was shocked, and I took the opportunity of that shock to make my way out of there. Am I the asshole for leaving, even though she treated this like an interview rather than a date?
That's tough. Ray?
Yo, you get on my nerves with this alley-oop. I don't know. I don't think he's an asshole. I feel like you're entitled to your own feelings. If you feel like somebody is not being intentional with your time, by all means, cut that shit short. I don't really think there's much to say here. However, I don't think like.
Let me flip it this way, because do you think that people should have certain standards within the careers of the people who they choose to court? Do you think that people should have certain, levels that they want to engage with?
No, I agree. I feel like I'm in my 30s, so if I was to go back out and start dating,
I'll be
like
more intentional.
I'm gonna be more intentional, and I'm not gonna be with a person who was like, oh, I'm chilling. Like, you know, I'm cool with minimum wage and A, B, and C and D because the goals I have for myself, it's not feasible to build with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pull you along. But if I have somebody who's like stable, they've been living on their own, they whatever, they're have a plan within their career, by all means. Like, I'm not superficial, but I also need to be with somebody who has a vision for themselves.
I think he said he was, what, 24, 25?
24, 25.
She's like 29?
29.
I think that plays a big part in it. Yeah, like
That's a good catch.
She's in a different space in her life. She's trying to settle down and be serious, so she gonna ask you the real questions. Mm-hmm. You probably fresh out of college, still having fun, trying to play around.
He probably checked his bank account before he got there.
Before he got to the day. So I think you got to consider that too, because I think, you know, as you get older, you want to be more intentional with things. Like, you know, if I was to go back into the dating world, like I wouldn't be playing games, and I would kind of know what I'm going for. And if I sense that you're not aligned with that, it's like, nah.
Why waste the time?
Yeah,
I think that's big. I think the biggest factor in here is, do you feel like financial stability is a turn on or a necessity?
I don't want to speak for women, right? But this is something that I truly believe. Like, I feel like men and women are different, and I think women get villainized or vilified for wanting financial security. At the end of the day, one thing that I've realized as I'm getting older as a man is that women want security, period.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know what I mean? Whether it's emotional, physical. A lot of times when men think of like a woman wants to feel safe around you, they focus on physical. I gotta be the biggest, baddest guy and protect her physically. No, she wants to make sure that, you know, when she goes to bed at night, that the light's gonna be on when she wakes up, that, you know what I'm saying? Like
food in the fridge.
Like, so the older I get, the more I realize that, you know, security is more than just physical security. Financial security is very important to women.
I don't even think that it's like,
or safety,
how much a person makes, but it's more so like what you do with your money.
Yeah.
Like how responsible you are. Are you having your money make you more money? Are you just living to live an everyday life?
Right.
Are you living for a vacation? Like, you know what I mean? Or are you trying to plan? I just think that depending on the type of woman you're dealing with is, you know.
But I think it's even on like a biological, like women.
It's true.
Are responsible
for bringing life
into the world. So if I'm gonna bring life into the world, I want to make sure that the nest that I'm nesting in,
the life is ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be cool. As a guy, you could just get up and leave and do what you got to do, and
your thing is to protect what's there.
Right.
It doesn't matter what's there, but you're protecting what's there.
Right. But the woman has to think about a lot of other things that the men might not have to necessarily worry about. So,
Okay. So with that said, right, you had a question earlier where you had 5 options.
Yes.
That come down to your relationship. I'm going to try to paraphrase this, so hopefully I get it right. You have 5 options on the table. You got to eliminate one. The first of which is emotional security, loyalty, financial security, I believe the communication, and physical intimacy. And you had to decide which one of those got to go. Now, as the fellas, we kind of knew which ones were like mainstays, non-negotiables. Physical intimacy, loyalty, immediately has to be there. We got a little iffy once we got to the communication level. To me personally, I do think communication kind of allows for problem solving, which brings me to the one that I think can go. One that I think can go is actually financial security. Not that you don't need it, but that in a perfect relationship where you have the loyalty, they're not going to leave you. You know, you have the emotional support, so they're going to comfort you. You're going to comfort each other. You're going to communicate. You'll be able to problem solve. And you have the physical intimacy. You're going to stay close to one another. I think at that point, you can endure the ebbs and flows of a financial crisis.
Yeah.
So you think
Ray had a different answer.
I like For me, I kind of took it the same way you took it, just vice versa. Like, I feel like with the rest of them, the intimacy, financial stability, emotional, loyalty, and all of that, then you don't necessarily need communication because the love's going to be shown through action. So I, for me as a woman, I feel like if the actions are telling me that you're invested and that you care and you're here to support me, then you don't need to tell me your words.
All right.
So we won't necessarily have issues if everything that's important is being withheld. Not withheld. I don't know.
Upheld.
Upheld. Thank you.
I like your answer because I agree. I do agree with that. But I'm gonna add a little personal note because y'all like hearing about Tez's love life, right? So, question: do y'all feel like actions are communication?
Hell yeah.
I do. But some people need to hear the words.
I don't believe words.
Ooh.
And I say this like...
Damn.
No, I'm...
Damn.
She said y'all all
liars.
Y'all all full of shit.
I don't because in going to a relationship, like I definitely like will say this to people. Like, don't tell me what your words, show me. Because at the end of the day, you could say like, oh, I'm dedicated to you, but 9 times out of 10, like you're in your job, you're in your extracurricular activities, you can't text back. You get what I mean? So like, don't like
the words, are
right?
Not
Yeah,
be
you got to show me.
For that point too, as a man, I can admit that we aren't always the best at expressing, especially when it comes to emotion. So I'll give you that. Like, you do have to rely on actions, and a lot of people like to show things. Again, though, that said, do you choose, if you fail to act in a way that communicates what you're trying to communicate, where does that show as priority for communication in your relationship, even without the words?
I honestly can't think of an example. Like within like my long-term relationships, I know how it started. And I also can feel when something is off based off the person's actions. And I think that's what initiates that. Let's communicate. Let's talk about what's going on.
Yeah, but if you're with somebody who doesn't want to communicate, who's avoidant, then you got a problem.
You got a problem.
But that's an action.
If they, but no, that's exactly it. That's a lesson. Is that the act of avoiding communication is a communication. It simply is. If you tell me that like, hey, we gotta talk, AOE man, let's talk about my album release. We're gonna go here. Oh yeah, bro. We're gonna get
meet
to
tomorrow.
Yeah. That tells me you not fucking with it. It's enough.
Communication.
And sometimes you have to take people's actions as being enough. Sometimes it's not always gonna communicate exactly what you want to hear, and sometimes it's gonna be difficult to understand that, comprehend that, and accept that. But you have to, because that's part of growth and part of knowing what a healthy relationship is. Now, one thing that I really wanted to do now that we back here, man. I'm excited. Right? I want to impart our viewership with some things that I think can help them build better relationships. So I have a list of questions here that I want to challenge you guys to on your next, sit down with your person, with your baby boo, them. Ask them these questions. See if they bring you closer together. First question, and I want y'all to weigh in on each one as I give. What's something that I do that hurts you, even if I don't mean to?
That's a good question.
Okay. Next one. When do you feel emotionally disconnected from me? All right.
Football season.
Jesus Christ.
All right, next one. Do you feel that I truly understand you or just a part of you? What's one thing that you've never told me because you feared my reaction?
Careful with that one.
That last one.
But I think if you guys have a good relationship, those are good questions to ask that can open up a vulnerable conversation.
Let me borrow those glasses.
Yes.
I'm going to ask those questions tonight.
You know where we can find those questions, though?
Yeah.
At the Real and Uncomfortable card game. Yes. Coming to a, little web page near you.
Yes.
We're going to have questions that may be a little spicy, but questions that can help you grow as a relationship. We want to make sure that you guys are able to dive deeper into the connections that you have with those that you love and create moments that are memories to help y'all grow further and progress further in y'all relationships. Mm-hmm. So let's get real. Let's get uncomfortable. Get the game. So that first question, that's a big one for me.
Remember the question?
I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it again.
Bring it back. He's into it. So he's like, yo,
that first question I think is big because, I'll read it again. It's what's something what's something that I do that hurts you, even if it's unintentional. And I think that's big because...
It's a very mature question.
It's a really mature question because it owns the fact that not everything we do lands well with our partners. We have to be accountable with the things that we do that we did without having them in mind at all. It might have been something that's just a pattern of your habits and behaviors. A couple episodes ago, me and Ray got into a usual debate, and she said something that resonated with me. Not everybody enters a relationship knowing how to be in a relationship. And I said, you're right. People bring their single selves into monogamous situations. That doesn't always mean entertaining other people. A lot of times that means selfishness. It means a lack of consideration. It means I'm looking at this situation as how this benefits me, and you're the furthest thing from my mind, not because I don't love you, but because I've never had to consider anybody else. So, what do y'all take on that? How do y'all think that can go one way or the other?
Bring the question back one more time.
What's something that I do that hurts you, even if it's not intentional?
Omitting the facts. If I asked you what you did last night, you say this and this, and I find out that you said some shit.
But omitting the facts is intentional. You know what you're doing. What's something that I do?
You're lying, though.
No,
that's true. Well,
I hate people like that. Like I have a genuine dislike.
You
for people
knew
like that.
not to tell me this.
Yeah,
because that's
because you were scared. Because you were scared of my reaction.
That was the last question, though. What is something that you haven't told me because you feared my reaction? Yeah. To me, G-Lo, what you just said, that's the last question.
I think we should bring a couple up here.
And have them answer these?
And no, like put anonymous questions up here.
Yeah.
From our deck. And make them talk it through on camera. I think that would be so...
That would be cool.
How y'all feel about that?
That would be fire.
Y'all like that?
That would be fire.
I feel like what I've learned is next time I get into a relationship, I'm keeping my shit private. I ain't going...
No. Wait. You said next time you get into a relationship,
you're keeping
your relationship private, or you're keeping your stuff private?
I could be in a relationship right now, honestly.
Oh, that's
that's
my business.
Honestly,
I agree with you. I don't think that's any of our business.
You're keeping it private from the public. That's what you're saying.
You're not putting it on socials. You're not telling your friends.
He can't even answer the question, so I think we got the answer right there.
No, I'm in a relationship. Son got an engagement ring in his pocket right now.
Dang, made him chase his whole football team.
I think.
Give you a reason to hunt or try to search or do research or nothing. I don't know nothing.
I think that's the best way to do it.
We just gonna jump into this promo real quick. If you at home want to join Real and Uncomfortable, first off, send us your testimonials, but also let us know your contact information, send us your relationship status, and let us know that you're interested in being part of one of our tapings.
Ted's trying to recruit some women.
If you want to be a guest.
If you would like to be a guest, if you like to be a guest on Real and Uncomfortable and be a part of the Real and Uncomfortable card game,
hit us up.
Hit us up. Hit us on the DMs. Let us know your intentions. Let us know you want to be a part of this. And we'll welcome you with open arms. We can't wait.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Now, we kind of skipped over question 2 and 3 because we jumped between 1 and 4. But, okay. So, we're going to jump to question 2. When do you feel disconnected from me? I think personally that's important because you don't know all the time, right? You said jokingly football season, right? But I do feel like there's a lot of women who may feel like when certain things take priority over their relationship from their partner, that shit just, men too, at that point, you know? I got E thinking about his actual like situation and shit. God damn. My fault, E. My bad. I didn't mean to go like that crazy with it. And the last question, of course, is do you truly feel like I understand you or just a part of you?
I feel like I asked that question before.
Yeah.
To your partner? Mm-hmm. Do you truly feel like I understand you?
Or just a part of you?
Well, I didn't ask the part of you part, but the understanding part.
Well, what made you ask that question?
Because there was such a disconnect into how we perceived certain situations. Like where we both have been present for, let's say, something that's aversive, and they took it one way where they felt like they were wronged. Mm-hmm. And I took it another way when I felt like they were wronged. And then they had said something like, oh, you always blank. And it was just like, wait, whoa. Like, you know what I mean? Because it didn't connect what I thought my actions were. And I always will look at myself as somebody who just puts everyone before myself in general, like amongst my friends, family, whatever. So it took me aback, like when I heard something that didn't align with it. Mm-hmm. So that made me like, okay, I'm clearly confused because these actions, A, B, and C, make it feel like I do. Yeah. So where's the disconnect? Do you feel like I don't understand you or I'm not supporting you in the way that you would like to feel supported? Because what I see as support might not be what they need.
I also think a lot of times people get caught up in like definitive statements.
Yeah. So
instead of being like, hey, you made me feel this way, they'll be like, you always do this. That's not reality.
Which I'm aware of. Yeah. Like you can't take that bite and go with it because you're never going to get to the point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The point is they fell aways.
Right.
And the answer is why, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think you're talking about blind spots. So like you have the blind spot of, your own self-perception. So like if, maybe you do feel like you always do the stuff for the people, your relationship, family, whatever else, it becomes so normalized to them that even to them, they don't see it anymore. Mm-hmm. It's just an expectation. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like these questions. I think that these are things that more people should bring into their relationships.
100%.
And maybe, and we don't know their background, but maybe if Will and Jada had asked these questions a little bit more, we might not be seeing all their thoughts read at the table. Mm. So.
Y'all just have been a shady bunch today. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, views up.
Let's do it. So, once again, I want to thank you guys for joining us at Real and Uncomfortable. It's so good to be back with you guys.
It is.
Again, shout out to Legally Highest bringing us some flavors for the summer. Ray was already reaching for it because she finna finish the can. It's like
a second reaction. I'm like, wait, what you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna have to take your microwave if you keep drinking anymore. That's the problem. You're gonna get us canceled.
C-Tez.
And then shout out to Mamba Hot Sauces.
Yes.
Of course, bringing that spice that we need. And of course, move that out the way. Shout out to my boy JK Wool with On Brand. We very on brand. Let me see if you give me
Why he look left and right
let's
like that?
Let's do it. I just wanted to make sure I didn't knock some shit over. Right. And then my guys at Global Currency. Appreciate y'all very much. Again, this has been an episode of Real and Uncomfortable. Make sure that you hit us up in the DMs if you want to send your own testimonials. If you want us to weigh in on your relationship statuses, situations, whatever y'all got going on. And if you want to be a part of our broadcast, of our tapings, and our card game. Mm-hmm. I'm your boy Tez. That's Ray Bandz. Mr. Eman Musik.
Yes.
And G-Lo. Let's get it.
Polymath.
Polymath. We here.